Actually, I think I want like Aquarius. What's Slash? Line Bloodline. I'll do Aquarius. Into the Dark Knight, I'll change that into Heart of Fire. Alright. Now that we got that done, you see we can only change it for Chapter 1 because we've only beaten it for Chapter 1. If we beat Chapter 2 and then come back here, it'll show up for Chapter 2 and then so on and so forth. Alright, so single player. Change character. No. We got everything. We got all that stuff down. Let's go. This is a lot of footage. Over an hour and a half, which I'm actually probably going to edit out a good half hour of it. But, yeah. Hoping, actually, that my Audacity has not stopped. Okay, it hasn't stopped. It would piss me off if it stopped. Okay, so we got Shanoa. Oh my god. Okay, we have Shanoa. She starts out with 2 right-tier glyphs, but are actually, you can use it faster than Alucard could use that 2-handed sword twice. For the simple fact that it is 2 separate weapons as they're counted. However, Shanoa starts out with relatively bad stats because she follows the same rule as Jonathan and Charlotte. So let's see. Here's our B ability. We shoot those 3 fireballs that right now do relatively terrible damage for the most part. But once we get that leveled up a bit, then we'll I'm saying that word. Then we'll have a bigger boost. Now I can skip this whole section because of the right bumper ability, which allows us to use this ability to clamp onto those circles to get out. Physics do not like the players, because not even a fire goes through the floor. Oh, gotcha before you hit me. Where's the janitor when you need him? This place is disgusting. Ow. I want that money though. That's probably the most important thing to get in these chests, besides the purple chest and the boss chest. The boss chest is the most important chest for the fact that it has the good things. The only good things come from boss and purple chests, and then drops from normal enemies. Glad I was able to skip a lot of this level. Oh. And now I'm just gonna do the... Oh, actually I have mages? I didn't know there was mages there. Oh, you're starting to piss me off with your axes. Really irritated. Ooh. Where did you come from? Oh wait, you came from the bridge. Alright, I know where you came from. Come on. Drop me a bone. Even though I don't need to use your bone because I have ranges because, you know, I'm retarded. There we go. Alright, let's get out of here. And as we continue, we're already at the boss, and it was only... See, when you start farming, you start cutting off the rest of the map just to get straight to the boss the fastest way, and by that time you'll be in the boss within 3 minutes. Instead of when I was doing like the Charlotte run or the Soma run where it took me like 16 minutes to get to the boss and then like another 6 minutes to beat the boss. Alright. Ignis! Spam fire! Hit it with fire! Yep. Ow! That's not nice. Are you in your second form yet? Second state. No, you're not. Oh, you're in your second state now because you just instantly did that again. Okay, as you can see, we're doing 14 damage now instead of 8 damage. So I'm pretty sure that's because our Ignis leveled up. And it's just, yeah. Getting to level, I believe it's getting to level 5 isn't as hard, but getting to level 10, or not 10, 9 is just ridiculous. Spam fire! As you can see, because we don't have the samurai plate, they're actually hitting us for decent damage. 1 damage. Come on! Get away from me! Oh god, I was not paying attention. Can you use the first potion? Wow, that healed nothing. Well, this is just lovely. Oh no. Fireballs! Fireballs! Fire! Fire! Yeah, you know, Shanoa, that's very informative what you're doing. Fire. Clearly the burning passion dispels. See how you notice that we're hitting him much faster than I was hitting him with Alucard. I'm burning this thing to death, but it's not dying. There we go. And we get a golden chest. What's in this run? A neck warmer. Yeah. I don't think that neck warmer fits him, but you know. It's fine. So you can see that we're doing this faster as we're cutting the map and having better equipment to fight bosses with. As you can see, Ignis is actually level 3. I didn't notice that it went up to level 3. But we don't have any copies or anything, so we can't really do much besides that. So just to go over a review, how did Jonathan's sub-weapons go? Knife is 2, Bible's 2, Holy Water's 2, and Cross is 2. And I think Cross is actually almost halfway to 3 as well, because we started using it a lot more near the end. And here's his martial arts, which you find in chests. If I remember correctly, they're only in chests, and they'll appear here later. Right now we only have guard, which is the damage cutting. So let's see here. If we go to, I'll just use this for examples here. We have what we have here is we have the monster, basically the list of monsters that you've fought. You can see it kind of skips there because we didn't fight enemies 12 through 45. 45 is probably... Wait, what's 45? 45 is probably the enemy that's... that can't be right. Oh, wait, no. That's because if it shows... Because these are 2 pages each, if it shows one enemy on the left side of the left page or the right page, it'll show the opposite enemy. Because number 45 is the final enemy you fight before the final boss, which is in chapter 6. So that's why. You can see we're missing number 4, and that's because number 4 appears in the first chapter when we take the right path, which we couldn't actually take without taking a huge detour to go back, pull that lever, and then walk all the way back to the beginning and then go to the right path. Now, as you can see, each enemy, you have a score and kills. Kills is the amount of these enemies that you have killed in your record playing. So you see that skeletons are worth 100 points, and I've killed 33 skeletons in this hour and a half that I've been sitting here talking about this game. I killed 59 of these Axe Knights, and we did 5 runs? Did this game only start with 5 characters? You know, actually, now that I think about it, don't start with 5 characters. I am retarded. Anyways, we'll use Gurgoth for the example. As you can see, well, you might not be able to see it too well, but from left to right, the boxes underneath him is basically the different attributes of weapons and what his weakness and or resistance is to. As far as I know, if it's black, which I don't know about this, don't quote me on it, but if it's actually, hold on. Okay, If it's black, that means it's nothing. There's nothing there's no resistance or no weaknesses to it. But if it's red, that means he has a weakness to it, and if it's blue, it means that the enemy has a resistance to it. And from left to right, the attributes are blunt, which is like hammers and axes. Then you have I like to say sharp, like swords and great swords. And then you have spears, which is, well, spears. And then you have fire, holy, lightning. I think that's ice. I actually have no clue what that is, but I think that's ice. Then you have... Or is that... No, that's holy. And then... What is that? Let's see. Oh no. That's not holy. After fire, I'm guessing that's like ice. Actually, yeah, that's probably ice. Yeah, that is ice. And then lightning, and then I don't know what that rock thing is, and then holy, followed by dark, and then the eye is curse, and the skull is poison attributes, which bosses are unaffected by poison and curses. That's just how it works. But as you can see, the Minotaur is resistant to poison and curses, while I think actually that rock thing is earth attribute, which would be kind of obvious, while the Bone Pillar is not resistant to curse or poisons, and the Merman shares that, and so does the Amaleric Sniper and the Fleeman. Well, Fleeman dies in one hit, so it doesn't matter. But yeah. So, and as you can see, if they have lines underneath items, it means they don't have an item to drop. But if it does show the item, then it means they drop that item, and the star is the rarity of that item. And as you can see, the souls is what Soma can collect from the enemy, and as you can see, there's 9 of those there. So as you can see, we haven't collected any zombie or bat souls, but we have 1 skeleton soul, which also, once you collect the soul of a enemy, it'll show you the rarity of that soul. So we have 2 axe souls, and as you can see, it drops an axe, which was the power weapon we got or the sub weapon we got for Jonathan, and it has question mark. Question mark means it's just more likely a rarer no. If it's the second line, the first line is the most common item it drops, and the second item is the rarer item it drops. And the question mark just means that you haven't gotten that drop yet. And then it gives you a description of the enemies afterwards, and that's pretty much how you research on how best to farm like enemy. I'll probably use a different character each run of because after this video, I'll do runs of each of the next chapters, and then I'll probably use a different character, the character that I would recommend for this chapter, and then, or just my preference for the level, and then I'll just show up. I'll have a list of the notable loot tables that you can get for each character, even though I'm only using 1 character, because that way we don't have to do the same map over and over again with the same character. The only reason I did it with this chapter was because it was the first chapter, the easiest chapter, and I was just showing off each character's basically how they work. You know, we can see there's 11 chapters in total. 5 of them were on DLC, and then the next chapter is Lord of Unseen Strings. So after this, how long is this? An hour and 44 minutes, so probably gonna be around 2 hours long. So that means there's gonna be 8 parts to this introduction, but I might split it into like 20 or 30-minute parts just to save time and make it a bit easier on this tutorial instead of having to cut up more. But yeah, so the next time I'll do this recording, it'll be more organized. We'll have just the chapters. We won't actually sit there and explain how everything works, and I won't be acting stupid. So that's it for this time, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.